$2,000 sitting in the account. One trade already open. And the broker still says no to the next one. Not because the money is gone, because of something called margin. By the end of this, you will know exactly why that number moves and why your balance is not the same thing as your buying power. Meet Alex. $2,000 funded, €1 trade already open. His balance still shows $2,000. But when he tries to open a second, smaller trade, the platform says no. Not because he is broke. He is short by exactly $20 of something the broker calls available margin. Same balance, same account, one trade allowed and one trade blocked. So what is this number that balance does not show you, and where did those first few $100 actually go the moment he clicked buy? Here is what actually happened. Margin is not a cost you pay the broker. It is a good faith deposit, a slice of your own account funds, that the broker sets aside as collateral so you can control a leverage position. Think of it like a security deposit on an apartment. It is still your money. You just cannot spend it on anything else while you are renting that position. That is the piece balance never shows you. But if it comes back eventually, why did it block Alex's second trade at all? The answer is in how long that deposit actually stays locked. While a position is running, that deposit is frozen. It shows up as used margin, and it is untouchable for anything new. The second you close the trade, win or lose, that exact dollar amount unlocks and flows straight back into what is available. It is never gone, it is just parked. So Alex's first trade parked some of his cash. The real question is how the broker decides how much to park. That number is not random, and it starts with the full size of the position before any leverage even enters the picture. Every trade has a full size before leverage touches it at all. That full size is called notional value. If Alex buys 10,000 units of Eurodollar, that is a 10,000 unit position in euros, no matter how much of his own cash was actually required to open it. Leverage is the tool that lets a small deposit control that full 10,000 unit exposure. Notional value is the whole pie. Margin is only the slice the broker asks you to set aside from that pie. So how big is that slice? Broker sets a number for that, and it is worth guessing before I say it. Pause the video and guess. On a standard account, what percentage of that full notional value does a broker typically hold back as margin? 2%, 5%, 1%. This is called the margin requirement, and it is simply the percentage of notional value the broker requires locked to let you open the trade at all. It moves with the leverage your account is set to. Higher leverage, smaller percentage. Lower leverage, bigger percentage. This one number is the missing piece Alex needed. And once you have it, you can calculate the exact dollar figure that got frozen on his very first trade. Here is the actual formula. Required margin equals notional value times margin requirement times the exchange rate from the base currency to your account currency. Walk it with me using Alex's trade. Notional value, 10,000 euros. Margin requirement, 2%, that is 200 euros. Now convert those euros into his account currency, which is dollars, using the euro-dollar exchange rate of 110. 200 euros times 110 equals $220. That is the exact deposit his broker froze. That is where his available margin went. But notice that third piece in the formula, the exchange rate. What happens when the pair you are trading has nothing to do with your account currency at all? Say instead of euro-dollar, Alex trades pound-yen, but his account is funded in dollars. Neither pound nor yen is his account currency, so the formula still needs an exchange rate, just a different one. He would take his notional value in pounds, apply the margin requirement to get an amount in pounds, then convert that pound figure into dollars using the pound-dollar rate, because that is the bridge between the base currency and his account currency. Skip that conversion and your math is wrong in the wrong direction. This is exactly the kind of detail that saves an account, and it is coming up next on a real chart, live, right now. This live Eurodollar chart is the same pair Alex traded, and here is how you hunt for this on your own screen. Look at the current price printed on the chart, that is your exchange rate. Decide your position size in units. That gives you notional value in euros. Check your account settings for the margin requirement percentage your broker lists for this pair. Multiply all three together, exactly like we just did, and that dollar figure is what will vanish from your available margin the second you click buy. Pause right here, pull up your own platform, and run that math on whatever price this chart is showing before you press play again. Here is the piece that actually resolves Alex's rejected trade, and honestly, the whole reason this topic matters. His balance said $2,000 because balance only reflects total funds. It does not subtract what is locked. Available margin is balance minus every dollar currently frozen across open trades. Alex had $220 locked, leaving $1,780 available, and his next trade needed $1,800. $20 short, trade blocked, balance completely irrelevant to the decision. This is the whole thing this video is building toward. Your ability to open anything new depends on available margin, never on the number sitting at the top of your account screen. Quick recap before you go trade this properly. Margin is collateral the broker sets aside, not money you lose. It locks while a trade is open and frees the moment it closes. Notional value is the full position size before leverage touches it. Required margin comes from that three-part formula: notional value, margin requirement, and the exchange rate. And the one line worth writing down: amateurs check their balance, professionals check their available margin, because that is the number that actually opens or blocks your next trade. Which pair are you running this calculation on right now? Name it in the comments. Next time, we go inside what happens when available margin runs out entirely, the margin call itself, and how close to that line you actually are without realizing it.